Hi guys, I want to talk about forgiveness and how important it is, and especially now in these days of isolation. Forgiveness starts with self. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are a brand new person today. And if you leave yesterday behind, that's when you start your new life. The minute that you pass something, the minute that there's an experience and you're over it, it's done. It's not here anymore. The only thing that lingers on is the story that you keep telling yourself about that experience. So here's the thing. We are not to blame that we do have a mind database and an ego. This thing that keeps that conversation going from the past, it's the matrix. It keeps throwing and spewing itself back at us. Where do we take responsibility? When we say, not listening to you, I'm here and now, I'm going to now make a decision to make a new life for me. Now, what is that decision? What is the word decision? It comes from the word decisere, from the Latin that says cut. You're cutting off something that you were familiar with before, maybe even an addiction. And you're saying, I don't want to live that anymore. I want to live this. What is this? This is in the here and now, accepting what is, looking around you, being grateful for what you have, and now understanding that you have the power within you to bring the future you want for you by feeling it in the now. And you can, because every single rainbow of your feelings already exists in you. You're familiar with every single feeling by now. Nobody can put a feeling in you. They can take a feeling out of you. So that feeling came before, and that feeling is the magnet. How are you feeling yourself today will make a whole difference on what your future is going to look like. But this is the trick. You must not focus on a thing or a person, because the other person has their own field. So you have to concentrate on the feeling you want to feel, which will be the result of that something you want to achieve. And then you've got to let go, because the universe itself will match up to you the best one it knows how. Why? It's already there. You're just tapping in. You are not doing anything. You're not creating anything. You are discovering your world based on the way you feel. So make a decision today, right now. What do you want to close the door on and say, that's not for me? How do you recognize that it's not for you? Because if there's a struggle, if it doesn't feel good, it's not for you. You're not aligned. Being aligned is feeling good. So if you're struggling, not for you. Make the decision to move away from it. In this space of moving away from it and making the decision to feel good, you are now moving on. And it doesn't matter what it is. If it's moving away from a relationship, if it's moving away from an addiction that you've been finding yourself into again and again, repeating itself, whatever it is that you feel that struggle inside, every time you think about it, every time it comes up, every time you have a conversation with that person, that means it's time to forgive that person, recognize the lesson it brought into you, forgive yourself, and move on. Release that person from being the person that he has to be in your life that is agitating you. Maybe you'll develop a new way between you, and maybe not. But you have to release that person, you have to release yourself, and move on. Because you don't want to end your life looking back and saying, I seem to have experienced life the same every single day. You want to find excitement and passion in your life, and that begins right now. Make that decision for you. Feel it. Love what you're feeling. And you are now creating the new world, bringing forth to you, matching it to you. So, just for now, and just because you can, close your eyes, feel the feeling you want to feel, just because you can. If something agitating comes up, forgive it, let it go. It's not happening now. It's based on a previous experience that you interpreted, and it's become a story. Let it go. And let's have a nice day. Just because we can. Bye for now.